Aquarius, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week of July 31st, 2017. And a quick reminder for all you Aquarius folks out there, remember that if you do have a copy of the Tarot Home Study course, check out those Dropbox links Sunday night, Monday morning. I'm going to be putting up some extra little titty bits for you, for little spreads and things to help you as you continue to grow, as you continue to practice. So there may actually be something to throw in your little tarot journals while you work on building your education there. And of course, if you do want to get a copy of that for yourself, or you do want to order a session with me, you can do so at my website, integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week, Aquarius? Well, earlier on in the week, Sunday going into Monday, we've got Venus, planet of love and harmony, in your 5th house of love and romance, forming a lovely connection to Uranus, currently in your 3rd house of communications, pacts, and promises. However, it's also forming a tense square to Chiron, currently in your earned income sector. And it looks like some kind of big breakthrough or some big opportunity to actually speed along a project or a goal with a lover, or possibly even for a child, on behalf of a child getting this underway, is going to be creating some kind of problem when it comes to work. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to necessarily be like overly expensive, but this may be a challenge that comes up because it's either happening sooner, we're moving it forward, it's coming faster, and we didn't budget the time for that, and we need to be able to make room for both. If you can't, you may have to choose between one or the other, and this definitely looks like one of those situations that work can wait. Later on in the week, we do have Jupiter, planet of luck and robust fortunes, in your 9th house of travel, higher education, government legal proceedings, as well as your academic and spiritual progress in life, forming a tense square to Pluto retrograde, currently in your 12th house, so you're past your privacy and your hidden zone. And there could actually be a wonderful opportunity to either take the trip of a lifetime or get some kind of big break when it comes to a hold-up in one of these areas as it relates to the 9th house. However, it does seem to be getting you too close to a part of your past that you don't want to see right now. And you may have to just suck it up and do it, because this may actually prove to be something that is totally worth whatever discomfort could be there. Jupiter square to Pluto retrograde can bring up feelings from the past, or perhaps even negative feelings about this opportunity because it was something we missed out on before. But don't let the fact that we are hurt about missing out on it before mean we miss it when it comes back around again. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, you do got the card of the Hare. And the Hare, you know, it's a twofold meaning. It's a twofold card, because the Hare itself has a twofold message. You know, and it talks all about, you know, I guess you could say listening to fear, calling to fear, or living in spite of stress and fear. Now that might sound a little self-helpy and a little bit motivating, and I guess the card is, but there's a lot more depth to it than that. You know, when I look at the Hare, I always remind people, you know, this is a card that's talking about paying attention to an animal that lives with prey mentality. If it's a hare, it's a rabbit, it knows its food. Okay, and yet it goes on and lives its life. It does have to leave the thicket, it has to eat, it does go, they obviously breed, they do actually live their lives. And they're aware. You know, there's a keen awareness of threats, and trusting your ability to discern between a true threat and what is not a true threat. This card also talks about a transition of letting threats that are no longer threats be gone for good. When we talk about the symbolism of the card itself, referring to the pagan holiday of Ostara, alright, or the vernal equinox, you know, we're talking about a transition where light and dark are balanced, which means if it's a balance in the vernal equinox, the light is coming, the dark is passing. But some people nowadays have a tendency to hold on to the dark, even though the world went on and moved on ahead without them. And this is a week to pay attention to people who will not, or perhaps where, even within ourselves, sometimes we won't. And it's time to pay attention to, well, okay, something did move on without us. Luckily the hare is a very, very fast, very fleet-footed animal, and there's a way to live in spite of what could be there or what is not there anymore, except for what that shadow is in the memory, but that's all it is. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the King of Pentacles upright. And the King of Pentacles is actually showing up here as a very helpful, I guess you could say a master or an authority of some kind coming into your space. When I think of the King of Pentacles, I think of somebody who, you know, in a future, in a predictive horoscope like this, as somebody who's doing what you want to do. Somebody who's actually mastered the type of career, maybe not necessarily the exact same vocation, but the type of style of career, the kind of work that you're doing. They're actually living that right now. And there is some kind of big bolster to your opportunity to get there coming from them. They may be showing you a shortcut, they may be actually investing time, energy, maybe even physical resources in accelerating your process into going there. This could be some kind of leg up opportunity for you, or some kind of training opportunity. The King of Pentacles can even indicate a very benevolent boss that may be offering you a job, or possibly even a promotion, that will actually get you closer to his position faster than you think, if that's what you're gunning for. Most likely an Earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, or somebody with those qualities. So, you know, pay attention. Looks like some good fortune's coming your way. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the others in your life, we've got the World card upright. And the World card upright is another wonderful card because it talks all about not only a successful completion, but it does talk about a win or the completion of a project or a big plan that you've been hatching, you know, or you've been trying to get off the ground that turns out to be bigger and better than you projected it to be. This could be an unexpected payoff or an unexpected payout coming your way. This could be more recognition, or it making a bigger wave than you thought it could. Because it's coming through a friend or a relative, this may be either a team effort or something that they are letting you know ahead of time about something that you've either done together or something that you've done alone that they've been made aware of. But it's a breakthrough nonetheless. You know, this is the card that I would honestly say does give you an opportunity to see exactly, you know, where, you know, something that you've put forward, an initiative you put forward, does have an opportunity to evolve, take on a life of its own, and become so much more than perhaps the one-off endeavor or undertaking you thought it was. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Six of Pentacles reversed. And again, your challenge this week is understanding discernment. Okay? Knowing the difference between good and bad in real life versus good and bad in our memory and with our associations. And also at the same time with the Six of Pentacles reversed, being smart about where to put your energy and where to be generous with the right people, being discerning in that sense. Okay, because sometimes with the Six of Pentacles reversed, we see a message about, you know, watch out for people who are not necessarily coming off as loud and as needy as the people who truly need, you know, something. I'm sorry, as they might to get your attention, you know. I see this card, I think the squeaky wheel does not deserve the grease this week more than, say, the wheel that's just kind of plugging along, keeping quiet, and actually doing a good job and keeping it work. The Six of Pentacles reverse can talk about a need to, again, be able to pay attention when you have these options put in front of you, where to put your energy, your love and affection, again, your generosity, your time investments, and things like that. If you're choosing between two people, the person screaming and yelling and, you know, pitching a fit is only emoting more, not needing more. And there's a big difference between, you know, and there, again, there may be another person who's actually, you know, more deserving, and they're still able to hold it down. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the King of Swords reversed. And it looks like we need to pay attention this week when it comes to new possible lovers, single Aquarians, and you yourself, being an air sign, may want to pay attention because this could be referring to you, being an air sign yourself. And the King of Swords reversed can often indicate a deep, dark secret that is actually causing more harm being kept a secret than it would if it were let out. Okay? And this might be, again, a problem connecting to a new partner, whether it's your secret or their secret. This could be somebody who is actually going out of their way to try and change your opinion, or perhaps even convince you something is not happening when it really is, or something is completely the opposite of reality. If this is a new person in your life, this person is not ready for a relationship. It's absolutely not. Especially if somebody is denying you the opportunity to make an informed decision about whether or not it's a good idea to be in a relationship with him or her. You know, if they're denying you the opportunity to make an informed decision by covering up a red flag with a tarp or something, that tarp's going to burn down eventually. Now, with the King of Swords reversed, for those of you who are currently coupled, this might not be your partner. Remember, this could also be somebody engaging with you and your partner. This could be one of your children, this could be a relative, and so I want you to keep an open mind when it comes to that. But a deep, dark secret nonetheless, that's doing more harm by being kept in the shadows as opposed to being out in the open, will be discussed and will need to be revealed for what it is. So hopefully, if this is, you know, one of your kids, or, you know, it's a family member, or it's you, this is something that, you know, we'll find out was actually, you know, again, it comes out, we dialogue about it, we fix it, that's fine. It's only the people who are afraid to put the work in or don't think they can put the work in who have, you know, who have the biggest problem with this kind of thing. Okay? So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.